2, 1, 0. First of all guys, thank you guys for waiting, those who are waiting nice and silent. All right, first of all, good afternoon, everybody. So, most of you already know me. My name's Jay. This is Rachel, Clara, and Leo, and welcome to Duck Date Network. Today we're doing something that I'm fairly certain none of you have ever done, which is we are planning a trip to Mars. So, what we're going to talk about today, by the end of today, each of you will have created something that's going to help someone survive on Mars. You're going to figure out, and you're going to get a lot of choice, you're going to get to choose what to do, what to make it out of, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, before we start talking about that, I need to get some facts down from you guys. And this, if you don't know anything about Mars, don't stress, but I bet some of you already have some ideas. So I'm going to get some raised hands. What do you guys already know about Mars? Like, what's going to make Mars hard for me to live on? Give me one idea right here. Start me off. You. I'm sorry, what's your name? You're just finishing. Okay, what's one thing you know about Mars?
So, it's going to be a bit colder because it's farther from the sun.
Cold. And the reason it's farther from the sun. Yeah.
Well, one, because of the gravity. Well, because of the gravity, you're not going to be used to it.
Right. What's different about the gravity compared to here on Earth?
There's zero.
Zero. So what you'll see there's not quite zero, but there's a lot less gravity. There's a lot less gravity. We'll talk about that in a minute. So less gravity. And you're not going to be used to it. That's a really good point. Yes, Max, we'll go over this here.
I don't know if it's the right word, but I should say the atmosphere is smaller? Is that the right word?
It is smaller, and it's also, I'm going to give you another word to add to that. It's, we call it thinner. And it's different. We're going to talk about that in a sec. I got some facts about it.
Oh, yeah, you can't just go to the store and buy some more food.
Yeah. Are there stores on Mars?
No.
Let me ask you this. Have people ever been to Mars before?
No.
Yes.
No.
So now, we have sent spaceships there, right? You guys ever heard of, someone said a word that began with R. R is a drop.
Rover.
Rover, yes. And you'll see some pictures. If you guys look over here, actually right behind that tall guy, Leo, that is a picture of rovers we've already sent. We've sent, sort of like remote control cars to Mars, but we've never sent a person. A person hasn't been to Mars yet. But within your lifetimes, you will probably see someone actually go to Mars, which is really exciting. But you can't...
What if we actually sent a toy car to Mars?
That would have to be a really good toy car. Now, that's a really good point, Kaisa, because we got to figure out, if you're going to be on Mars, you're going to need food. So, I actually have this big sheet. It might be a little small for you guys to see. What we did, we made a chart just to compare Earth to Mars. If you can't quite see, just inch over a little bit. So, we have a lot of facts about Mars compared to Earth. So, first two, distance from Earth. How big, what's that number? Want to read that? Can anyone read that number? Maddie?
33 million. Back to 920,000.
Perfect. That's a huge number, right? 33 million miles from Earth. Guys, that's pretty far away. All right, so think about that.
Only from the Earth.
Exactly.
Not from the sun.
I know. It's even farther from the sun, right? So that's going to take you about 260 days. Think about that, guys. It'll take you, like a long trip is a couple hours and you get bored in the car. 260 days to get to Mars. A couple other things. Size. This is its size. And I'll leave this up so you can check it out. Who said cold before? Who said it was colder? Yeah, excellent. You're absolutely right. Here on Earth, the average at the equator, the middle of Earth, is 73 to 86 degrees. That's kind of nice. On Mars, negative 107 degrees. It is really cold. What's the temperature where it can snow instead of rain?
Below freezing.
Look, 32, but you got it. And that is freezing, 32. Excellent.
Below freezing.
So it is usually below freezing. The atmosphere, someone said atmosphere, instead of being made of oxygen, why is oxygen good?
Because we can breathe.
Because we can breathe. Check out what it's made of. Is it made of oxygen?
Carbon dioxide and nitrogen. That's plants might have a chance, but humans...
Exactly.
If there's plants, they would...
Yeah. So already think about, when you're surviving on Mars, you're going to have to think about the atmosphere. And then water. Most of the water. There's water there.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a stream
what's the problem with water
there
here?
by a rover.
And there's not a lot of sunlight, so a plant couldn't use... It probably would have really low chances of using photosynthesis.
You got some science background, Max. I love it.
Humans, even if they did somehow put a plant on Mars, they probably wouldn't produce any oxygen.
Yeah. So, great point, Max. I love that. So, I want to also point out that while there is water, it's frozen. That's kind of a problem, right? If you're thirsty, you're going to go out and get some water, but it's an ice cube. That's a problem. We also have some weather. There's week-long dust storms. There's days are about the same, very long years, and as Gavin said, a lot less gravity. So what's it going to feel like if you're walking around there?
Like this.
Exactly. Gavin, that demonstrated perfect. You guys seen someone walking on the moon? You guys seen pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little, not quite as much floating on the moon. The gravity's even lower. So now what we're going to do today, guys, what you're going to be doing is you're going to design a way to survive on Mars, or something that someone would need on Mars, for a certain person. So if you guys remember, if those who've been here before, we've had you pick cards out from here of different characters. We have different characters this time. For example, on our mission to Mars, we're going to need to bring a farmer, right? We need to bring a farmer. You're going to need farmers, because as Kai said, no food on Mars. There's not a 7-Eleven. There's no Stop and Shop on Mars. So we need a farmer. So if you pick farmer, you're going to have to think of, what is a farmer going to need? Am I going to have to design a whole Mars farm, a Mars tractor, a Mars overalls? I don't know, whatever a Martian farmer, whatever a Martian is going to need. Now, let's practice this. Now, again, those of you who haven't been here before we start building...
Mars underwear?
1 second. So, those who haven't been here before we start building stuff, which will be very soon, we're going to have you first do a little brainstorming about what to make. And that's going to be even more important today, because I'm not telling you exactly what to make. You're going to have to come up with it on your own. So I'm going to give us a person to design for. If we're going to go to Mars and we're all going to travel there, we're going to need a security guard or a police officer, right? Because you don't want to have a bunch of people there with no police, no security. What if someone gets violent, whatever? So we're going to design for a security guard on Mars. Think of just like the security guard. Where do you guys see security guards?
Malls.
Malls?
Museums.
Museums?
Maybe sometimes on the streets.
On the streets?
The White House.
The White House definitely has security guards, yeah. So
Pizzerias.
let's think, what are some things, guys, if I'm a Martian security guard, what are some things I'm going to need? What's my what? What's one thing you think I'm going to need? Let's take a bunch of ideas. Start over here and we'll go that way. Yeah, security guards always have hats, right? So, a hat, we could design a Martian, if you want to, a Martian security guard's hat. Keep going this way, okay.
You probably need a weapon.
You might need a weapon. So they usually have, security guards don't have guns, right? They're security guards. They'll have like a taser.
Swords.
So they might have a bat or a bat. Okay. I don't want to get all obsessed with weapons because we're a peaceful people. We're not going to go crazy on Mars. But yeah, maybe they'll need something. Let's keep going. What else? What else are you going to need, security guard?
Badges.
Badges. They're definitely going to need badges. What else? I saw some hands over here. What else does a security guard need on Mars? Any other ideas? Yeah.
Armor.
Ooh, they might need armor. Yeah, if they're going to be protecting themselves.
Underwear.
They might need underwear. I think everyone's going to need underwear. But I think that's always, no matter who, they're going to need that. So, also, what are those things? You ever see security guards drive around? They don't always walk around. What are they always driving on? What are those things? Sometimes they're in cars. So they might need a car. A security car. They might need a motorcycle, yeah. What are those, what are the two-wheel things called? I don't remember. Well, I was thinking the ones, the Segways. You ever see them when they would drive like this? Like Paul Blart, the mall cop, he drives around like this. So a Segway, maybe he needs a Martian Segway to go around. Now, here's the big thing. So I'll pause here. And we have a bunch of ideas, there might be even more. Well, I want you guys to think, you could choose, if this was your person, you could do any of these. You don't have to do all of them. You could choose whatever you like. You love hats, you love cars, whatever. As long as you make it for that security guard. So, why do they need this? Well, why do they need a hat and badges? Why do security guards need hats and badges?
Well, they need a badge so that they know that they're the security guard and so that they know who they are.
So yeah, so I'm going to say their identity. They need to, people need to know you're the security guard, right? Why do they need motorcycles, cars, Segways?
Get around. Transportation.
They need to move. They need to transport. I'm not great at transport because I'm a bad handwriting. And what about bat and armor? Why do they need those? Yeah, they need to protect themselves in case, aliens attack. In case aliens come invade Mars, we're going to look to that security guard. He better have some kind of armor. Now, for when we're going to need this, when during the day, think about what you just learned about Mars. When do you think people are going to be active on Mars? During the day and the night? When do you think they're going to be out? Night. Do you think people are going to die? How come? Just think they will?
Because it's way cooler at night.
Do we want to be cold on Mars?
No.
What did we say? Is Mars colder or hotter than Earth? Way colder. Well, I was thinking, my idea was that it would be during the day. But maybe on your Martian colony, you want them to go out at night? Yeah. That's your call. So if you think night, do it, guys. We're not here to tell you what to do. Where will this be used? So where on Mars are we going to have the security guard? Where are they going to need to be? Not sure what?
Maybe like at the farm, so nobody doesn't steal the food.
Ooh, the farms. They might need to protect the farms.
Public places.
Yeah, don't you always see them at public places? Yeah.
Like malls.
Where?
Like malls.
Yeah, if there's a mall. If we're gonna have, do you guys want to have a mall on your Martian colony?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet, right? Martian mall. I'm down with that. So you need a Martian security guard for your Martian mall. And then anything else that we didn't mention that you want your security guard to have or something else? 1, 2?
Well, maybe something so that then he can like breathe on Mars.
Guys, are we gonna have him walk out without a helmet on?
No.
No. Why? What did we say? Why do they? Why?
Explode.
There's no oxygen.
He'd explode.
He definitely needs.
His head and chest.
That is such a good point. He needs a way to breathe. One more thing that you thought we needed.
Explode.
They're gonna probably need some way to stay on the ground.
Ooh, because what did Gavin tell us before?
That there's not a lot of gravity on
Ooh, so they need something to deal with the gravity. A way to deal with that. One more? No?
Shoes.
They're definitely gonna need shoes. Now guys, that was for security guard. That was for security guard, but here's what we're gonna have you do. Check it out.
Wait.
I'm gonna give you instructions. You are going to, step 1, when I tell you to, don't jump over yet.
Coca-Cola.
That is my Coca-Cola. I'm gonna be real careful. I want you to steal my Coca-Cola. I don't have a security guard. Now, we have a box of all the different characters. I'm gonna have you guys come up and grab one. Now listen, wait. When I say go,
Are you gonna finish your Coca-Cola?
I am gonna finish. Now guys, here's the thing. Let's say you don't like your first pip. Are you allowed to get another one? Yeah, but here's what I want you to do. When people are going to be lining up to grab these, if you don't like your first one, I want you to just go back and get in the back of the line. Otherwise, everyone's going to stand there and just go through all of them, right? So if you really don't like it, you can go back around. Now, I want to point out a few things. Guys, look around the room here. You guys see these posters on the wall? A lot of good information and inspiration about Mars. There's some over there. And if you guys look over there against the windows, there's a lot of really awesome... Hey guys, there's a lot of really awesome books about Mars. There are a lot of picture books. There's even one with 3D pictures, so you guys can see what Mars is like. So that's your research area.
It's about the Mars base.
And there are a lot of supplies out for you guys. Any questions?
Jay, these guys.
Oh, and I'm sorry. So on your table, before you guys start building, after you get your persona, after you get your person here, you're going to go over... A person, yeah, sorry, I didn't make the word. Once you get your card, like farmer, athlete, whatever, you're going to start by filling out one of these sheets for it, okay? And then, once you're done, go ahead and start building, all right? So come up, if everyone can make sort of an orderly line. I want you to grab one. If you don't like it, go to the back line, all right? Come on in. If you don't, just grab it and go to the back if you don't love it. Don't look in, don't look at Gavin. See you, Gavin. All right, that's a good one. Excellent. I already see your brains active. That's good. What'd you get? Nice.